Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 56. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013. They've been one of the best teams in the NFL the last decade or so, and now they look to cap off a tremendous season.
And it started pretty quickly for them, because you have to remember, Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became an entirely new franchise known as the Baltimore Ravens. And since then, they've won the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and also number 35 in Tampa over the Giants. This is a proud franchise looking to add their third Super Bowl trophy.
And meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl. Of course, they won it last year behind Tom Brady, but now, Charles, this group looks to get it done without TB12 under center.
But think about the confidence this team gained last year in their run to the title. Remember, they won 3 road games to get there. Yes, they won the Super Bowl in their home stadium, but 3 straight wins on the road in order to make it happen.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. Past the 20.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff all the way back to score in the Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And for Lamar Jackson, we've watched him these first few years, and he's dazzled all of us with his footwork, his running ability. But he's been underrated as a passer, and now that's come to the front as well. One other thing, when you talk with his teammates, the absolute, unquestioned leader of this team, who has a forceful personality when it comes to trying to win games. And now here he is, his first Super Bowl start.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Let's face it, we almost feel like we've run out of things to say about Tom Brady in Super Bowls at this point. It's his 11th appearance. He's already got the record with 7 wins, and now he goes for what some think could be his career capper. Back-to-back titles with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the bootleg. Brady and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This Super Bowl, of course, a 2nd consecutive appearance for this head coach, and it is a short list of guys who have gone back-to-back. Vince Lombardi, Don Shula, Chuck Noll, Jimmy Johnson, Mike Shanahan, Bill Belichick.
Absolutely everything. It's a coach's dream. Obviously, winning one, that should be enough. But everyone wants to win multiple Super Bowls.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 21-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Edwards. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, this is blocked. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You look at this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brady now on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They run with Edwards off the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4th down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it. Give him an opportunity.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On play action, it's Brady. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson, 48 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt them.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Here in the Super Bowl, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Now comes Tampa Bay, and they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi. Here's Brady to throw. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bernard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. But Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle. Fournette once more on second down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.